Hi everybody, this is Adam Pecoraro from Flexoraro Fitness. Thank you so much for clicking on our video. Today we're going to be watching a high intensity interval training or HIIT workout. This workout is going to feature my wife, Rebecca, and our friends Kelly and Bob. Now before we get into action on the actual HIIT workout, they have a workout before the workout, and it's all abs and core. And there's my wife showing the excellent skill of being able to tie her hair back while she's doing leg lifts. So yes, they first started with a lower ab routine of leg lifts, and that was followed by reverse crunches, or what is sometimes called hip rock and raise, where they bring their knees up and then lift their lower back off the ground. I like to call it a reverse crunch because I always talk to my people that, hey, you know, a crunch works your upper abs, so here's a reverse crunch. We should be focusing on our lower abs. Okay, so now they're on Flutter Kicks, and we usually try to do Flutter Kicks for 100 reps. If every leg motion is 1, we try to hit 100 of those in a minute, and these 3 usually get more than 100, but that is the goal. Make no mistake, it is pretty freaking cold inside the gym right now. I think it's like 43 degrees. I do have the heater on, I swears it, but there's still a bit of a nip in the air, man. Someone will be watching this video like, I would never work out in that. I'm gonna go to Orange Theory. It's totally fine, you know. We the diehards though. You know, we do like when Rocky had to fight the Russian in Rocky IV, man. Siberia training. And now we're going into a V-up progression. So it's not a classic V-up, but what they do is they do a sit-up, then they lift their legs and pulse for their toes. If they wanted to do a full V-up, both the upper torso and the lower body would have to lift at the same time. There's Kelly doing a few over there. If you ever get confused as to which one is Rebecca, she's the one that looks like Storm Shadow from G.I. Joe. And then they go into a Russian twist where finally they don't have to do as much lower abdominal recruitment. You can see that Kelly over there has added a dumbbell, which is her choice. And I think Rebecca has added gloves, you know, which will add a few ounces to the exercise. Everything is 60 seconds, maximum quality reps, one time through. Okay, now they're gonna hold a low plank, great for the entire abdominal slate, including the obliques. I have them do it palms up so that they don't use their hands so much. It's not that their hands can't be a part of it, but the more they use the hands, the more they use their shoulders, a lot of times their hips will then sag. I want them to keep it in their stomach. And if they do palms up, we found that it helps them to keep the focus on their abdominals. Okay, now we got everybody's favorite. I might say that with sarcasm. Everybody's favorite, which is Oblique V-Ups. That's my head. What am I doing over there? Just trying something out. Sorry about that, everybody. So Oblique V-Ups is a very challenging exercise. These 3 can do it. That's why I incorporated it in their workout so that they maintain it and continue to grow with it. They do 1 minute on just one side. Their pathway is to try to go elbow to thigh, and they want to stay on their glute, not on their hip. Then we switch and we'll do a minute the other way. The workout continues by going back to a plank, this time on their palms, head to heel, strong as steel, and we do an alternating shoulder tap. Great for core recruitment because it unbalances you, and if you want to work the core, you need to unbalance. They're trying to stay as square to the ground as they can and maintain the integrity of the plank. Look at Kelly, that's a perfect example of what you want to do. And there's Storm Shadow, hey. And I must be doing my job right with this workout because Becca has shed some layers here. So now we do the grand finale of this ab routine. This is an in and out double crunch, and they're gonna do 4 sets in a row of this. So the first goal is to do 15 per set, which doesn't sound like a lot, but the exercise is very challenging, and after everything they did, it's certainly a lot. And if we're thinking in terms of accumulative volume, if they do 4 sets of this, and they do 15 reps per set, that's 15 times 4, they're gonna end up with 60 reps to cap this off. Should they do more, like 20, then they're gonna end up with 80, and should they do 25, they end up with 100. So again, the idea is to think in terms of accumulative volume. There's a 30-second rest interval between each of the 4 rounds, but that's really not a lot, especially when you're working this intensely on your abs. And here's round 2. Round 3 of in and out double crunches. And round 4, last one, best one. And Kelly here is doing a static hold on the last 10 seconds. What a way to finish. They move to their respective workouts. Becca and Bob have the same workout. Kelly does her own thing. They're beginning with a squat thrust into an alternating shoulder press. Now the push-up is optional, and Bob's putting in the push-up, and looks like Becca is too. Okay, well, they're doing classic burpee with a alternating shoulder press. So once they get themselves back to their feet, they'll grab the dumbbell, clean it into a controlled press, go back into their burpee, and the other hand will take it into a press. Just like before and just like usual, 60 seconds on, maximum quality reps. They're allowed to take breaks when they need to, but they're always encouraged to come back in. It's easy to adjust this exercise. You can take out the push-up or you can take out the shoulder press. It's always possible to take out the squat thrust and just do alternating shoulder presses. Perhaps they do a squat and then pick it up. It's about finding a way instead of a way out. That's my point. Okay, so now for this exercise, they're going to step back into a reverse lunge. When they come out of the lunge, they bicep curl, then glide their rear leg up and out into a lateral lunge. So again, reverse lunge, dumbbells curl, then they glide. They're going to have one arm in front, one arm behind of that bending leg. This exercise is a twofer. They're going to stay on this side for the entire minute. We take a 30-second interval, and then we'll do the exact same thing the other way. That means their biceps are given double duty. Now again, talking about adjustments, if they can't maintain the form, they could always drop weight, or since they're getting their bicep work in here, when they switch to the other side, I'd like them to maintain the same weight in the suitcase position so the legs have an equal challenge, but they're welcome to drop the biceps curl from the exercise and give their arms a little bit of relief that way. Here we are on the opposite side. So when they do a reverse lunge, it's great for the quadriceps, as is a lateral lunge, but the lateral lunge has the added benefit of working the adductors, the inner thighs. Everything's working the hips, and everything's working the core. Adding weight to the exercise increases the challenge because your legs are now moving more than just your own body weight. It's important that you are as functional as possible with your legs, and that's why I like people to train in all different planes. All those ab exercises that preceded this workout attack their quadriceps, their hip flexors, and boy does it start to make an impact when you continue on into this HIIT workout. So now working with the kettlebells, and I think Bob is working with a 35-pound kettlebell, maybe heavier. Becca's got a 15. We're doing a Russian swing, setting the bell in front, hopping or stepping up into a jump squat, hopping or stepping back to repeat the swing. So a lot of core work, a lot of plyometric work. Great for the posterior chain. And as they bring themselves into the jump squat, should they need an adjustment, they can do just a normal deadlift, meaning the kettlebell's on the ground, and without jumping, they would stand up, put it down, and then move back into the Russian swing. You can also simply do the Russian swing. Again, it's important to find a way instead of a way out. These workouts are challenging, but it's appropriate for Becca and Bob. It's very important that when doing the Russian swing, that they maintain the integrity of the form, so their back is braced, and their stomach is engaged, and they're trying to fire from their glutes. They're hinging at the hips and bending the knees, but they're not squatting. They fire the kettlebell forward, and then with control, it touches down, moving into the jump squat. And then last in their workout is they're going to do from the ground a full clean into an overhead press. So Becca's going to take it up and then press it. Notice that she's keeping a good neutral spine and exploding from the low position into the racked position before pressing. She's down Pop it, press it. So it's another power exercise, but it's incredible for stability and functional application of moving heavy weight. Imagine if your daily work for a job or a career or your hobbies involved lifting something regularly. Exercises like this can ensure that you develop the muscle memory to lift and press something up or take something down with control, thereby reducing your possible risk of injury or strain. The workout that you're watching was 3 rounds of all of these exercises. And that's it. Good job, Becca. And everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to do me a favor, click the thumbs up button and like this video and subscribe to our channel. That way you know every time we upload a new video. And if you leave a comment, I'll respond. I want to thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.